Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Grand Theft Auto V. I'm Mysterious JG. Not exactly racing to finish this game or anything. I kind of lost all track of when GTA 6 is meant to come out. And I have no illusions that, oh my god, I'm going to blow up my subscriber count by Let's Playing GTA 6 before anyone else can. But it would be nice if I was wrapping this up around the time that game came out so I can segue straight to it. Regardless, I would like to issue a quick thank you, assuming this works, to, hold on, give me 1 second here, Instalock Gaming, which is a little channel with 160 subscribers that 10 years ago posted looks like a camcorder pointed at their screen video about the easiest way to meet Dom on the top of the Maze Bank. But like, it's exactly, like, other than the fact that it's a camcorder video and there's glare on the guy's screen, it's exactly what I wanted, because it's just like, here is a place close to where Dom is that usually has a helicopter, and if there isn't, you can drive around a few blocks and come back and hope a helicopter spawned. That's kind of just what I need. And, can I switch to Franklin? Why can't I switch to Franklin? What's going on? Have I forgotten what buttons do what? What the hell's happening here? I've lost control. Yeah, I'm not sure what was going on there. Like, I couldn't switch for some reason. Alright, I'm sure there was something I'm not thinking of having to do with being in the vicinity of a plot area, because, like, the tags surrounding Trevor's house have changed and blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Whatever.
Oh, man, this shit bomb.
Is it the bomb diggity? Dr. Kirsch. What the hell, Franklin? Like, that's not even the weed place that you own. You're like a few blocks away from the weed place that you own, buying weed. I guess he's scoping out the competition. I mean, that might make sense. I do know, like, apparently it's a real thing. I'm trying to remember what context I know this from. Because this is information that was given to me as fact by someone that I trusted, and now I can't for the life of me remember. I think it was like a leadership training or something. Like if you're doing leadership training for the Pepsi executive team, and like, it was a big deal. Like, if the Pepsi, leadership, or, like, the rising stars in the Pepsi Corporation are coming to your facility to do, like, training, and you have Coke there, they will walk the fuck out. And I think vice versa might be true. Although, let's be fair. If you go someplace, like, people go places sometimes and ask for Coke products and have to settle for Pepsi. Nobody ever goes someplace and it's like, do you have Pepsi products, and is disappointed that they have to take Coke. That's just not a thing. I guess, and I remember, yeah, like, now I'm telling too many, like, dumb stories that mean nothing from my memory, but I think this was, like, just, like my old job driving a delivery truck around and listening to, like, talk radio. Like, some guys talking about, like, yeah, like, I went out with my in-laws, and my mother-in-law asked for Mountain Dew, and the guy just laughed at her. And I think he was right, because they were, like, at an upscale restaurant. There is this just going to be a cash truck? I guess it's just a cash truck if there's no voice thing playing. Yeah, that's all it is. At one point I was convinced that cash trucks are marked green on the map, because blue sometimes means, like, ally, or, hey, that's Packy from GTA 4, give him a ride and you can use him on heists or whatever. But anyway. What was I starting to get at? Yeah, like Coke and Pepsi and blah, blah, blah. Where the fuck was I going with that? I don't remember now. Get going. It's a weekday evening, and I'm playing this game both to relax and also, to have videos to upload over the weekend, and like I'm having a good time, but as I'm listening to myself, I'm like, wow, I'm a rambling, incoherent moron right now. I was talking about Coke and Pepsi, and why was I talking about them? Because of the weed thing. Yeah, it was like, okay, maybe he's like, do Coke, would the Coke people go out and like go to restaurants that serve Pepsi and drink Pepsi just to see what's going on? Probably not. But if you're like I mean, you might go, like, if you're running like a Vietnamese restaurant, you might go check out the Vietnamese restaurant that's nearby. I guess Coke and Pepsi is a bad example because they are products. They are not like, they are not. There's not a Coke store and a Pepsi store competing. They are products that are distributed through other businesses. And hey, guess what? The fucking video I saw was lying. There's no helicopters here, although you can see obviously they are helicopter pads. So, all right. Well, in theory, we could. I could edit this nonsense out, including 5 minutes of me talking about Coke and Pepsi, and I could start recording when I have a helicopter. But well, I mean, you know, I didn't do that because you're listening to the video. Wouldn't really be a JG video if we did that, now would it? That's not the quality you've come to expect from JG. That would be like legitimate quality. Alright, well, let's drive through the emergency lane for ambulances. What business is this? Is this Tequila La? No, this is the well, for one thing, it's the sheriff's department. This might be the car. Oh, this is the towing place, which we can now buy. I don't feel any great urge right now to do the stock market missions, but I do know that before we start buying buying properties, we should do the stock missions first, just to make sure we get as much money out of them as we can before I start turning over like 6-digit figures of money solely so that, wouldn't it be fun if Franklin owned the tow yard? Is this going to turn into an entire video of oh man, let's is this going to turn into a whole video of just driving around in circles trying to get a helicopter? I mean, if it does, in fairness, that you guys will have, without playing the game for yourselves, you'll pick up the true feeling of frustration that all GTA players, I think, have with the Dom missions, which is that he's an annoying character. You're supposed to think he's annoying. He's written to be annoying, but he also involves you needing to get to freaking locations that are a pain in the ass to get to. Where the hell? Okay, I know we've already been there, and now I can't find it. It was oh, good grief. It is right here. It was now that is a liquor store. It's not a hospital. Alright, hold on. Give me a second. I'm sorry. This is not... Well, at least YouTube ads aren't playing. Nope. Sorry. Skipped to the wrong section of the video. I thought he zoomed in on it on the map. He's zooming out at the point that I skipped to. Okay, I'm in the right neighborhood. We can make this happen, folks. And by make this happen, I mean get back to the hospital, not necessarily find the helicopters we need to have spawned there. So this spot right here, remember that, folks. If I lose track of where we need to go after, like if we go there, there's no helicopters and I got to go back, and I forget again, just scream at your computers and we'll get it. Chapel, urology, radiology, ultrasound. That's kind of an odd collection of... Those are all like services that you would have, but like that's not...
You ain't gonna lose the house, Mom.
That doesn't seem like a logical grouping, that those four things would be the things that are... I don't know, whatever. There we go. Alright. Interesting. So I'm looking and thinking we've got a... So you have a 1 in 4 chance of having no helicopters up here because it's... Oh, and what is this? If this is armor, I need to remember where this drop is. What the hell is it? A spaceship part. Okay. Don't care. Those spaceship quests that you can do in collecting... Yeah, that's kind of a fun little thing that unlocks. I've seen it in YouTube video. I checked it out for myself. What happens if you get all 50 spaceship parts? I've never done it. Because it's a fun little thing, but not like something I would spend the time on myself. This game's been out for a decade, though. Like, to me, this still feels like a new game because I played it a ton when it came out and then stepped away and played it again, and it still looks beautiful to me. But I suppose if you really, really liked this game and you were like really spending a lot of time on it, you would go through the solo mode enough to actually use your words, JG. Get all the collectibles. Even though this game's collectibles are more of a... You really want to do this with your time, huh? Okay. The whole, like... The way missions work in this game, like... I don't think it's important that you get the kind of arsenal that really helps you in, like... Vice City or San Andreas or 3. Alright, Dominator. You know, this one might just be a like I'm okay. Let me not. I think I remember this. Let me not say what I think I remember.
Are you watching? This is safer than crossing the street.
Okay.
Shit, bullshit.
Well, less people have died doing this than crossing the street. How about that?
That's probably
They
correct.
called me insane when I said sell all your American equities, and now look at this shithole. Come on, lady boy. Let's go. Ah! Yeah! History coming at you live!
Aim for that flatbed truck down there!
Truck? What fucking truck?
The one that's accelerating, duh! Ha-ha! Boom!
Never mind. This isn't what I thought I remembered.
Twist, shaken, not stirred. Drink it in, big guy.
Yeah, I see it. Okay, whatever you say, man.
Oh.
Oh, look who put on his big boy pants this morning.
I got this game played, homie.
Yeah, first try. Not bad.
Oh, Captain Conservative actually jumped. Figured you'd take the elevator.
Dude, it's me, Jeff. No way. The Dominator didn't make it. Anyway,
There
I'm
it
gonna
is.
drop you off at the rendezvous spot, all right?
Oh, there he is. He just made it. I'm surprised. I thought I remembered him dying in this mission, and I wasn't even sure we had to do anything. Yeah, first try, landing on the truck. Not bad.
Parachuting pussy by day. Oh, you should make that your log line. Sales, bro. Who's buying? Not me. Overpriced. Hey, we'll hook up over at the Landak Reservoir, and I might shift your rating from sell to a hold. Done.
Why do we hang out with this guy? He's like a complete ass to us. So I lost points because I didn't do it fast enough? Oh, boo! 2 more seconds and I would have got gold. What the fuck ever. I landed perfectly on the back of the truck, which I guess you don't have to do to win the mission. No, yeah, as far as I'm concerned, I fucking killed that, bro. I thought I vaguely remembered, and now I probably shouldn't. I probably still shouldn't talk about it because I might be misremembering the next mission and spoiling it for you. But I thought I remembered that like he jumps and you don't, and he just dies. Like at some point he's like, "I'm gonna jump. I don't even need a parachute. I'm so fucking awesome," and he just kills himself, and you just watch. But I could be confusing various different things from the series, so don't overthink the fact that I think that's what's possibly going on. So unless the Dominator's next mission has already appeared, I think we're now back to, if I don't feel like doing the stock market crap, we got to get back to the main story at some point, or hang out with like Lamar or Lamont or whatever his name is, and have him drop a lot of N-bombs and basically tell us we're not hanging around in the hood like we should be, homie. So what is with the GTA writers and your black protagonists in the games that have, and hey, like, you know, I don't get me wrong, like I applaud the fact that like Rockstar actually went out and has like black protagonists in an adventure game. It's not like it's not a game based on like the NBA or the NFL, but it still is like, you know, San Andreas, fucking amazing game marketed around a main character who is black. Like, hats off. You can you know, you can find fault in some of the writing, but I give them some credit for doing that. But it is now that we've had 2 black pro tags and one of them is in the game with 3 pro tags. I guess you could say, some people have tried to kind of say, oh, Franklin is like revisiting the CJ character, Michael is revisiting Tommy Vercetti, and Trevor is their effort to capture the GTA protagonist who just like violently murdered whoever. I don't know if I buy that story or not, but otherwise it is a little weird that, okay, both of our black protagonists are guys who used to be involved with the Grove Street gang and aren't as involved as they used to be, and their friends are always ripping them for not staying in the hood. Although in GTA, in San Andreas, your protagonist did feel bad about that, and he did come back and make a difference for his old set, and several of the people ragging him about that were in fact traitors. But this game is just less, yeah, it's like not quite as complicated as that. It's just like, Franklin's just like, yeah, like that shit never got me anywhere. I don't want anything to do with it anymore. And his friend is just like, no, man. And that's kind of, I don't know. I'm not sure what they're getting at with some of the writing. Let's put on the suit that we got. Oh. No, full suit's what I meant. Alright. We'll see how long he keeps it on for. I think in GTA Online, Trevor and Michael just get mentioned or referenced in dialogue, like cute little Easter eggs. But Franklin actually legitimately appears, like an older version of Franklin, an older version of Franklin appears in some of the modules. I don't know how the hell online works, but you can do missions for Franklin where your mute protagonist is like his partner in a new venture. But I think he's meant to be an older Franklin. And I don't think he's going around wearing suits. I think he's still kind of dressed like, you know, like a moneyed person who grew up in in a West Coast city in an African American community. Let me put it that way. All right, so what the hell am I doing here? What I mean is he's not wearing like traditional East Coast business attire. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm finding ways to make that sound like a much more delicate concept than it is. He's not dressed like someone who's on his way to a, meeting with a CPA firm headquartered in a northeastern city. So I'm pretty sure the only mission we got that we can do other than the assassination missions, which Oh, I mean, I could look that up between videos. I could knock that out. But no, I don't feel like it. Why would I do that? I don't feel like it right now. Let's switch to Michael. He takes care of the place while the master's away. Let's open the city back up so that if we do enough plot missions that Michael and Trevor can come back to the city, then we can stop worrying about picking up hitchhikers who we won't be able to finish the dialogue. Michael is having kind of a bad couple of days, I guess.
Lions to take on the
Big, nasty, warty, filthy, stinking hawk patooey giant.
deep state.
Martine, hey, look.
I still want to be friends.
What have you done? Where is she?
It's taking you this long to call?
Look, I'm gonna find a way to make this right with you.
That will take some doing.
Yeah, really.
Welcome to the show. A different sort of
That was a really constrained, measured response from Martin Madrazo, the Mexican drug dealer whose wife we kidnapped. We say, I'm going to find a way to make this right to you, and he says, that will take some doing, and hangs up. A measured response. I cannot fault the man's anger management considering the situation we put him in.
And you're welcome. It's so lovely to be here.
Like, honestly, if he was any less mad at us, I would say, you're overdoing it in your effort to trick us into coming to you for a meet. Like, you're making it too obvious that you are going to murder us. If you were any nicer to us and said, oh, yo, everything's forgiven. Come to this place alone. You know, don't bring guns, you know. It would be pretty obvious that we were being set up to be murdered. Like, hey, Trevor, I gotta say, I don't know if this car is a reference to Death Proof or Mad Max, but it is awesome. It is a sweet car. 20 XQV 721. I don't think that's giving me any clues. It's an Imponti. An Impontiac. Sadly, I don't get to save, but that's okay. That same old smell. The smell that surrounds you. Hey, well, I mean, you could have let me go in and save the game if it wasn't the right time for the mission anyway. Although it appears that 24 hours almost passed. Because we went from daylight to daylight there.
Trevor about?
He's probably out somewhere drinking human blood or eating household pets.
He's not that bad.
Yes, he's literally that bad.
Well, okay, he is pretty bad.
I know I just interrupt all scenes for no reason, but in this case I did want to point out, I vaguely remember how this one goes. I really like the idea that, like, yeah, Ron is clearly a supporting character for Trevor's story. Like, a little scene of him interacting with Michael, or, like, you know, I'd love to see a scene of, like, Michael interacting with Franklin's friend, whose name I keep forgetting. Is it, like, Lamont or whatever? Or, like, a scene of Trevor having a conversation with, you know, Michael DeSantis' son. Like characters who are clearly part of one protagonist story having, like, brief interactions with characters from outside, I think is nice. Like, it actually builds all of them. So let's see what we can learn about Ron, who is kind of a weirdo and a little bit one-note.
But he's got a sensitive side.
Oh, yes, he's very sensitive. When he gets his feelings hurt, he's devastated. So what's your story?
I ain't got a story. I'm an independent thinker. Living out here away from the man.
So that's your story, then.
Hell, you're like a high school athlete. Living off old glories. You used to be able to manage heat. And now you're worried if your loafers are getting scuffed.
Any more bullshit comes out of your mouth, you're gonna learn all about my past glories firsthand. You understand?
Absolutely, sir. That came out wrong, all wrong. Tell Trevor the monthly train is coming through.
What monthly train?
The monthly train.
Oh, hey, Trevor, the monthly train's coming through. He asked me to tell you.
Talking of beautiful things.
Yes, I hear Stockholm Syndrome is very nice this time of year.
Hey, watch your mouth, boy.
Well, I didn't say anything bad. It's Stockholm Syndrome reference.
The train of dreams.
What the hell are you talking about?
There's always one more train, Dutch. Oh, damn it. That's not how you unpause. The button that pauses is not the button that unpauses. What do you want me to do?
talking about gold. Enough to keep Ron in trailers and you in therapy. Enough so that we can...
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm an idiot. Like, well, I was in the back of my mind thinking earlier, oh, man, this game's 10 years old. How's it been 10 years? And I was like, oh, yeah, because they made Red Dead Redemption 2, which is one of my favorite games of all time, and probably took them like 8 fucking years to make.
Pay off that Mexican and get you back in town, baby.
Yeah! This better be fucking good.
God, Jesus. Ah, man, we've talked about this hygiene thing before, bro. I invite you into my home. This is how you repay me? It's like living with a fucking horny skunk.
What?
Beyond
Beyond...
Ratton Canyon Bridge in a boat. We'll stay in touch on the headsets.
We will stay in touch on the headsets. But now the question becomes, why the hell did I start a plot mission with this little time left in the video? And the answer, I don't know. All right, so when we come back next time, I don't know, some closing thoughts here. Yeah, like Ron and Michael interacting was kind of fun, even if it turned into Ron just insulting Michael. Like, I feel like he knew that if he said something like that to Trevor, he would be murdered instantly. So he's like, hey, here's somebody I can actually, like, you know, talk back to. And then Michael quickly shut that down. So yeah, like that was a little bit elucidating, because like Ron does seem to be resentful. Like, Ron has chosen this weird lifestyle of like tinfoil hats out in the desert, and he seems resentful of people who haven't. So that's a little bit more than I think we knew about him before. And Michael's reaction was totally in character, which is like sarcastic threats as opposed to, well, I should say smarmy sarcastic threats. Like, Trevor will issue sarcastic threats too, but it will be more of a sarcastic, screaming in your face style threat. So yeah, all these characters elucidated, and I even liked the Stockholm Syndrome is nice this time of year line. Just a lovely scene. Come back next time as I break down every single word of this game and rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, because that's what you're here for, right? Now, next time we'll do whatever the hell we're doing. This, I mean, this game has a weird narrative, and here's a stretch where, you know, some interesting things came of it, but I think just to have some fun scenes of Michael and Trevor being forced to hang out together away from Michael's comfort zone, this somewhat implausible storyline of Trevor kidnapping the wife of a Mexican drug dealer is playing out. But I feel like that little mini strand of story may be heading to a resolution soon. Let's check it out together next time. Bye for now.